Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today. Basically recapping these 1 o'clock games here in the NFL. We have, I think, 8 games going on right now, so I just want to give a quick recap for each one since each game's kind of winding down. I'll stay on here for about 15 minutes or so. We'll start off with the game of game of the week to the 1 o'clock slates. The number one game during the 1 o'clock slates, and man, it was a disappointment. Um, Man, it was a disappointment. Baltimore Ravens are going to beat the Houston Texans. It's 41-7 right now. Texans are trying to drive down the field. I think that's going to be your final. Deshaun Watson, I think you have to throw him out of the MVP conversation. Lamar Jackson outplayed Deshaun Watson and wasn't close. I hate to break it to Texans fans watching this, but your defense has problems, and those O-line issues showed up again today. Deshaun Watson got sacked a total of 6 times today. So that was kind of upsetting to see there. Baltimore Ravens, they just played lights out. I'm telling you, Ravens, I think, need to be considered as a Super Bowl favorite. This offense is unstoppable. It's been proven against New England, who has supposedly a historic defense, and the Texans had no answer for it. And then if the Ravens defense can play like they did today, because this Ravens defense is a top 5 defense, man, the Ravens are borderline unstoppable. And 249 rushing yards, that's going to go up a little bit, probably, since the Ravens just got the ball back. Uh, Lamar Jackson, 17 for 24, 222 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm telling you, the Baltimore Ravens, they need to be considered seriously as a threat to whoever is in the Super Bowl or planning on contending for a Super Bowl. Other game I want to bring up, Falcons Panthers here. Carolina Panthers, what are you doing? This is a good performance by the Atlanta Falcons here. I think they're playing for their head coach Dan Quinn, which is good. Unfortunately, I think it's too late to make a complete turnaround here, but if you're the Atlanta Falcons, you like what you're seeing, you're going to go 3-7. And it looks like this team's playing for Dan Quinn. They're playing their tails off for a coach that I said several weeks ago is probably going to get fired. I'm still kind of sticking to that. But at least the Atlanta Falcons players are playing their tail off from Carolina Panthers. They're going to move on to 5-5. They really lost by a really bad performance by Kyle Allen, 3 interceptions. Never a good thing. If you throw 3 interceptions, you're not going to win most games if that's the case. But Carolina Panthers, this was a very disappointing performance by them. Jets Redskins, Jets, they're going to win this game 34-11 with 7:26 left in that one. Sam Darnold, excellent game, 4 touchdowns. Dwayne Haskins, he threw his first ever touchdown pass. So basically using him as a game manager. 16-27, 164 yards, a touchdown and an interception. The Redskins are the second worst team in the NFL, though. The Jets, in my opinion, are a top 5 worst team, and they're dominating you on the road. After the Bengals, I think the Redskins are your second worst team in the NFL. Saints just got pick 6 off of Jameis Winston. They made that score 34-17. Pending the extra point, right now it's 33-17, but pending the extra point, it can be 34-17. Jameis Winston, once again, did not have a good game in this one. Drew Brees, he played lights out. They're basically asking Drew Brees to be a game manager, and they're going to rely on someone on that defense. The Saints can't blame them. It looks like they took off the pick 6. So it looks like they took off the pick 6, so it's 27-17. I don't know completely what's going on, but it looks like the Saints. I thought the Saints got pick 6 there. But overall, Jameis Winston's not playing good, which means the Saints are going to win this game. Vikings, they're up on the Broncos 27-23. I'm about to see how they're going to score this touchdown, 35. They're just showing highlights. Listen, Vikings, they were down 20-3 in this one, 20-0, actually. Audible that, 20-0. So Good comeback here by the Vikings. We'll see if they hold on. There's still 5:50 left in the game. But this is disappointing. You're the Denver Broncos up 20-0, and you can let a team come back on you. That's embarrassing. Bills Dolphins. Bills are up 37-20. Still 8:44 left in that one. Dolphins are driving big 4 for 16 at the Buffalo 43, kind of no man's land. They might have to go for that. Josh Allen, people were saying he wasn't a franchise quarterback. He played pretty well today. No turnovers, unless he fumbled the ball. Let me check. He did not fumble the ball. So no turnovers. Ryan Fitzpatrick, basically a game manager. The Bills stopped the Dolphins from winning the ball. Only 23 yards rushing for the Miami Dolphins. So overall, that's good. But Bills, they look like they're going to get the win. They're up by 17, 37-20. Colts, they're up 31-7 on the Jags. Nick Foles return. Okay, one touchdown, one interception, 263 yards passing on 30 for 43. He also, that's actually his only turnover. I probably fumbled it. Jacoby Brissett, he's back from a week of injury. He's been pretty good. Ran one, then threw one as well. Did throw an interception though. And so that's also something that to keep an eye on there. But it looks like the Colts are going to get a win over the Jags, 31-7. And just to let you know, I was correct. Saints did get pick six. For some reason, the scoreboard was acting up, but the Saints did get pick six. So it's 34-17 Saints. And then the last game, Cowboys, Lions. Cowboys up 35-27. This Jeff Driscoll guy, you might remember him back from Georgia. He played for the University of Georgia. He's playing pretty well. 175 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Just had a big run for 23 yards, 8 carries, 51 yards. He's playing pretty good. I do think that the Cowboys are the better team. Dak Prescott's playing lights out, 26 for 41 with 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 393 yards passing. He's going to probably pass for 400. Let's see. 4 for 10. God, that's a bad throw by Jameis. I'm telling you, the Bucs need to move on from Jameis Winston. Looks like he was limping a little bit too. He might be injured. Man, that was a bad throw from Jameis Winston. I just saw the highlights, just mailed it over. Yeah, Jameis looks hurt. 3 interceptions. He's limping, but I mean, that was a bad interception. He's playing hurt, Jameis Winston. But yeah, this Jeff Driscoll guy is doing good. Dak Prescott's just outplaying him, though. Ezekiel Elliott has been a no-show for the past few weeks. He needs to break up. He might not be in complete shape because he basically missed our training camp, but we'll see what happens. Your 4 o'clock games are as following. Cardinals, 49ers, about kickoff here in 10, 15 minutes. Bengals, Raiders, and Patriots, Eagles. Let's see what you guys saying in the comment section. One comment, go Ravens. Well, they're up 41-7. That's probably gonna be a final. I don't know. 0-0 left on the clock. So yep, that is your final. 41-7 Ravens. Yeah, Ravens played well. Everybody was saying Deshaun Watson might give this Ravens defense issues. But it looks like that wasn't the case. Texans, they have some severe pressure sacks. They have a short week as well. They have a big game against the Colts on Thursday night. That's actually a big game on Thursday Night Football. So we'll see what happens. But man, I am really I really think that the Texans played god awful today. Jaguars just scored a touchdown. They're going to try and make it 31-14, 31-15. Decision pending. That was a good throw by Foles right there. As I said in the preseason before Foles got injured, he's good for 5 or 8 throws a game, and then he'll screw up 2 or 3 times. Yeah, Nick Foles actually is not playing bad. Jaguars are going to go 4-6 though. Yeah, Texas offensive line. People were saying it was good following, and it showed up today that it was not good. 6 sacks, I believe, was the total. Rest they got another sack on Deshaun Watson that I didn't see, but I saw 6. Yeah, Colts Texans are Thursday night football. That's a huge Thursday night football game there in the AFC South. I don't know who the hell I want to lose that one because I mean maybe the Texans. Maybe the Colts. I probably want. I don't know. Those teams gonna be 6-4. I don't know who the hell I want, but I'll probably say I want the Colts to lose. Man, I'm live about 10.5 minutes. Time of the 4. I'm gonna stay live for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll be back around after the 4 o'clock games, evening games. Bucks are about to score a touchdown. Jameis Winston, though, storyline of the 3 storylines of the 1 o'clock games. One, Deshaun Watson's out of the MVP race, and the Texans are not as good as we thought they were. 2, Baltimore Ravens might be a damn near Super Bowl contender. They might win the whole thing. I'm dead serious when I say that. Ravens might be the best team in the NFL. They might be the best team in the NFL. They dominated this team that people were saying were pretty good. Now, Grant, I wasn't completely sold on the Texans, but I thought they were decent. And then 3, your third storyline of the day is I forgot what I was going to say for my third storyline of the day. Crap. I saw it right in front of me. Third storyline of the day, including the 1 o'clock games. Oh, yeah, Jameis Winston has to go from Tampa. It's over. It's over in Tampa. If you want a 4th storyline, the Atlanta Falcons are playing for their coach. Colts just got I think Jags went for 2, and the Colts returned it back, which means 2 points. So now it's 33-13 Colts. Ravens dominated this Texans team from start to finish. You think of being Jacksonville next week? Yes, I do. I'm going to pick it. It's in Tennessee. I expect us to beat them probably by 7 to 10 points. I think we have to win it. Both of my teams were on buys this week, so I'm kind of just reacting to the other teams. But I do expect us to beat Jacksonville. You're at the Chiefs game. Well, I live in Maryland, so I can't drop everything and go to the game. But I heard it was a hell of an atmosphere there at the Chiefs game. I also heard that we have a 3-game winning streak against the Chiefs, including 2 at Midwest Nissan Stadium. So I went onto some Chiefs pages and asked them how's it feel to have a 3-game losing streak to the Tennessee Titans. 6-1 against Big Andy all time. Tell me, here's the problem with Andy Reid. Here's the problem with Andy Reid. The problem with Andy Reid is that he gets too conservative when he has a lead. Like, for example, that's what happened in the playoff game. That's what happened when we went up there against them the year before the playoff game and made that comeback. That's what happened this year. He had a 29-20 lead in the fourth quarter, and he all of a sudden got conservative. He can't win big games unless he's down or it's like back and forth thing. Like he coaches not to lose, and it costs him. How does Jameis have almost 17 fantasy points, even though he shits the bed Tannehill on the feet at home? That's true. And I say stick with him until he really starts shitting the bed. Jameis Winston now has 4 interceptions. Tampa got a field goal, but Jameis now has 4 interceptions. I'm telling you, Jameis Winston is going to be gone in Tampa. I'm still holding out hope that Marcus Mariota is still a Tennessee Titan. But Jameis Winston is going to be gone. I'm going to read his stats so far this year. 17 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. I mean, he's throwing. Here's the problem. Here's what I think of Jameis Winston. I think he's a gunslinger, but throws way too many interceptions. That's what I think of Jameis Winston. I still think he's a bit juvenile. I think that's the word I would use, juvenile. But I don't think he's completely grown up. But yeah, Tampa, they're gonna have to look for a new quarterback. They're gonna be 3-7, so maybe they take and hope that the Bengals can win 3 games. I highly doubt that the Bengals will win more than 1 game this year. I doubt that the Redskins win more than one every game this year as well. So they're gonna. I mean, Joe Burrow. Someone's gonna draft Tua. Herbert up in Oregon's a guy that people want. I'm trying to think who else in the quarterback draft class. Jake Fromm, if someone wants him, even though it might be in Jake Fromm's best interest to stay in Georgia. So we'll see what happens there. But just want to come on here, give my recap of these games. Basically, some of them are not over yet. I'll give you one more score update before I end this because I have a few things I need to do. So yeah. Cowboys Lions is 35-27 Cowboys. Lions have the ball with about 3:44 left in that one. Colts Jags went to a final 33-13 Colts over the Jaguars. Broncos Vikings. Broncos have the ball 30-6 at the Vikings 30. Dolphins, they're down by 17. They have the ball at their own 40 with 6:05 left. 2-minute warning in Tampa. Saints have the ball 3rd-1 at their own 29, 34. I saw 34-19, maybe 30. No, they didn't call the safety. 34-17. Saints 34-11. 34-11 Redskins. They look. Here's the thing. These ESPN scoreboards are kind of confusing. Jets are up 34-11 on the Skins. Falcons, they have the ball 29-3. Falcons. Cardinals and 49ers just kicked off. Cardinals got the receiving kickoff. So that's basically what's happening right now. I'm going to end this stream because I have a few things I need to do. Thanks for watching. McD the Beast here signing off.